Hello guys, Bricklick here, and today we have Lego Dungeons and Dragons minifigure leaks, so stay tuned to find out more. If you do enjoy the video, why not like the video, subscribe and turn on notifications to help us get to 70,000 subscribers, but let's get into it. So Lego Minifigures kicked off a blockbuster 2024 with of course Series 5, which featured the return of the Lego Go in white. That was a great series. And then in May, just a few months ago, we saw Lego Minifigure Series 26. This one being a collectible minifigure series themed entirely around space, which was also a pretty good one. And all while those were releasing, there were rumours of a Dungeons and Dragons one to go with the ginormous set. And today, after all these months, we finally have images of the next Lego minifigure series, and potentially the best one of 2024 or ever. This one is going to be, in terms of details, set number 71047 Dungeons and Dragons. This one an exciting series coming in for the normal price of $5 or £3.50 if you're in the UK, and it's going to be launching in a few weeks time on September 1st 2024. This one, as with all minifigure series these days, will come in cardboard boxes sadly, but of course there is now these apps where you can scan it to see which one is potentially in the box. There will also be 12 detailed characters, as we've seen at the norm of the past few minifigure series, each one with lots of new molds, really amazing printed pieces, just overall a really solid selection of minifigures, which I'm sure fans of Lego Castle, Dungeons and Dragons, and also just really cool fantasy minifigures are definitely going to love this one. When we did hear rumours of this, it did surprise me. I thought Dungeons and Dragons is more a thing for teens and adults, so given collectible minifigures are a 5+ series, they're meant to be mainly for kids, it did surprise me, but I think with the route they've gone, which is some interesting and fun characters, it definitely should work for kids, and I'm sure this one will be popular. But taking a deep dive into each of the characters and all the different molds, first off we're going to have the brand new dwarf barbarian. She will include a brand new double-headed war axe and also a torch. There will also be a brand new mold for the axe head, and also has a masculine and also feminine alt faces. As we'll see with a lot of these, there should be alternate faces for each one which you can rotate. And then next up we're going to have the yellow Githyanki. I'm sorry if I pronounced any names wrong. This one should be a brand new warlock with also the ice staff. This one has yellow elf ears, a male and female once again alt face, dual molded legs and new molds for the knife and also the hair. I think this one potentially one of the weakest series with the dwarf barbarian, but I think nonetheless it is really good, which shows just the quality of this Lego minifigure series. Next up, one a lot of people are going to like is the orange Tiefling. This one is going to be a sorcerer with purple robes. It has a brand new red molded dragon which looks amazing, and also some trans pink triple bolts of energy which could potentially be claws or lightning, something like that. Of course there's going to be a new mold for the dragon, hairs and horns, and also that brand new energy mold, and this one will also have printed arms and dual molded legs, so a really solid figure for that one. Moving on to the next ones, we have one of my favourites being the pearl gold Dragonborn paladin. This one has a shield and a brand new mace mold as well, and we'll be utilising the mold we saw for video for the dragon head a few years ago, but there will be some brand new armour mold, and there will also be some printing on that as well, and there is going to be gold and black highlights, bringing it overall one of the best and most detailed figures of the brand new series. Next up we're going to have a halfling druid. This one has a really fancy cape, also a bird and a staff, and a brand new mold for an antler hood. It has a masculine and feminine face once again, and some dual molded legs. I think this one definitely kids are going to like. It's kind of like cute cartoony character, where some of these are quite dark and scary. This one's definitely fun and kind of the more fun character of the brand new series. And then we have the brand new white Aarakocra. I'm sure I've said that one wrong, but this one is a brand new ranger with a bow and also a small dog included. We have the thorn legs which we've seen in previous series, but a brand new mold for the head and also the wings. So I think those three are looking really good as well. Moving on to the second half of the series, we have the mind flayer with an intellect devourer. This one is going to be amazing, as we're getting a brand new head for the mind flayer, but also for the devourer as well, which I think is going to be awesome. I love the detailing and also that brand new mold for that one. We have Strandthorn Zachary with a sword, a goblet, red-eyed rat, and also a cape and dual molded legs. It is nice to be getting a printed rat and potentially in a brand new colour as well. I think this one is really nice with the sword and the goblet, just really detailing for these figures. We also have a half-elf bard with printed lute and also sword. This one will feature a brand new mold for also the hair and also the scarf. Once again, an alternate face for this one, and it should also include dual molded legs. That one isn't too bad either. Then one which I'm sure a lot of D&D fans will be recognising will be the Lady of Pain. She'll have a brand new printed cube and also once again a really cool looking cape and a brand new mold for the headpiece, which is definitely one of the most impressive elements of this figure. The cube appears to be a 1x1 plate and a 1x1 tile together with the symbol of Robia. I'm sure if you know D&D you'll know what that is. And she will have orange robes, a sand green hairpiece, and also a gold print, so looking pretty good. And then for the final ones, there will also be the Cesar Tam with a trans-red skull accessory, an energy blast, a dark red coloured cape, red robes, and a tan head with a tan ribcage visible. This one is a really nice one, a lot of different details going on with this one. And then Tasha the Witch Queen with a book and also a cauldron will be the last one. This one kind of reminds me of the figure we saw in Hocus Pocus a few years ago, when, like I say, it does actually use the Hocus Pocus witch hat and also that hairpiece, which are dual molded together. This one will feature some arm printing and dual molding together. Of course, not all of these will have alternate faces, just the ones I mentioned during the video. I think overall it is looking like a pretty solid series. I'm sure, like I say, fans of D&D are really going to like this one. And actually, what's interesting about this series, back in January we actually saw a preliminary image of this series, which pretty much has turned out to be what the final minifigures have ended up looking like. But given this one was super early, the series wasn't really even rumoured at the time, people weren't sure if it was real or fake. But after all these months, even those alternate heads are going to be real, and the leak back in January it was actually real. And this series will also go great with, I think, the 5 or 6 which we saw in the Dungeons and Dragons set. These ones are in the collectible minifigure series. As we often see with collectible minifigure series, are definitely more detailed and a lot more prints. But if you have the big set, you'll be able to put all of these together. And if you have a couple of friends and you do each one a series, of course, if you buy a full box of these, what you can often get on discount, you will get 3 full sets in most cases. So if 3 of you can buy the box and split those up to make it easier, scanning the codes and all the boxes in stores. So they are looking like a pretty awesome series for Lego fans. But of course, as I mentioned in the thumbnail, there's a little bit of 2025 news also, as this will be the final series of 2024. But as we look forward to 2025, 71048 will be Series 27 minifigures. This one will be the next series after Lego Dungeons and Dragons. Of course, you might be thinking Series 26 is next, but actually Lego classes Space Series as Series 26. Series 27 will be coming in for $5 or £3.50 and should be launching all the way on January 1st, 2025. So this one unlicensed, a fun set of characters. I'm sure this one will be a good time. And actually, controversially might I add, I feel this year could potentially be the best year of collectible minifigures we've seen in recent years. I think Series 25 was super strong with the Go and just some great characters, and then the Space one definitely offered something different with a lot of different characters and kind of fun things we wouldn't see outside of having a dedicated series to Lego minifigure Space. And then finally we had Dungeons and Dragons. So I think 2 unlicensed ones. I guess Space was technically a license but not really, and then Dungeons and Dragons and Series 25 making out for a really good year of Lego collectible minifigures. And of course, if you couldn't afford the massive Dungeons and Dragons set, of course that was $360. Now to be able to get cheaper Dungeons and Dragons minifigures, it's going to be a great way come September. I'm sure, given the success of this series most likely, and also of the ginormous set, I wouldn't be surprised within future years if we do see more Lego Dungeons and Dragons sets, maybe smaller ones, maybe even more collectible minifigures, maybe brickheads, something like that. We'll just have to see. But overall, those brand new 12 characters, as I mentioned, should be launching on September 1st. Gonna be in boxes sadly, which is a shame, but there is ways around it. Obviously this is our 4th series. I think overall, just to get a leak of a brand new minifigure series is nice. I think for the past few years, every time we get these, it's definitely exciting to see a brand new collection of 12 brand new and exclusive minifigures. So comment down below which ones you're excited for, which ones do you think you're going to be buying. Are you going to get the full set? You're going to just get select ones? Comment all that down below. You can like the video, subscribe, and turn notifications for more Lego videos and Lego news videos. Watch any of the videos on the screen now. Remember guys, keep clicking and breaking. I'll see you all later guys. Bye bye.